Good afternoon, everyone. Today I am going to discuss the chapter 6, which is the chopping for fruits and vegetables. What is fruit? Fruit play an important role in our diet. They contain vitamins and minerals, and except for a few, are low in calories and have enough bulk of usage, hunger, and provide energy. Fruits are at their best when ripe in trees or vine and when freshly picked. Uh, then they are excellent when eaten raw. So yes, no. Fruit are very important, especially to those who are in diet. So and it is true also na kanang ang fruit is nice jud siya og taste if mahinog siya sa punuan. Classification of fruits. First classification of fruits is the berries. Berries, those commonly used are the strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, and the blackberries. Actually, wala pa ko katilaw jud ani kana ganing freshly picked, but nakatilaw ko ani sa kuan kanang naaman mi kanang murag blueberry cheesecake, but I don't like the taste. Maybe kanang dili lang jud ko hilig og mga berries, but sa uban I think kuan ni siya. Ganahan ni sila ani. Next is the classification. A fruit is the citrus. These are the oranges, tangerines, calamansi, lemons, and limes. Familiar na mo ani no citrus. Actually it is very familiar, especially here in the Philippines, because kuan man gud ni siya kanang available and we can buy it in the market. Next is the troops. Examples are the peaches, prunes, plums, apricots, and cherries, and nectarines. And the fourth one is melons. These are vine grown fruit and include the cantaloupe, honeydew, melons, persans, melons, and watermelons. Available na sa diri sa Philippines. Sabotable na siya kaayo, no? Next is the pomis. In this group, we have the apple and pears. Very familiar na kaayo. Ang apple and pears are it classified to pomis. Next one is the tropical fruits. These are the avocados, papayas, bananas, dates, figs, guavas, mangoes, pineapple, and persimmons, and others. Very familiar na kaayo na. Those fruits are classified as tropical fruits. Let's move on. In purchasing fruits, no rules will fit every instance. We will Therefore it consider the quality guides for buying each fruit. First is the apple. Apple should be firm and well colored. They have to be matured when harvested to have good flavor, crisp, crisp texture, storing ability. Matured apple have the fruit aroma. Avoid those with bruises, blemishes, decay, or merely texture. Of course, if we are purchasing, we should be attentive because there are some instances like for example no sa kanang mga prutasan nga ang apple manggod is naa siya murag cover na kanang murag pink, naasad sila yung mga technique na kanaganing if naa gani mga decay or if kanang daan na gani, ila jud na siya ipauna, and then ang kanang mga decay ila jud na kanang ipatago. Sometimes to those mga customer nga dili attended, there are some instances nga mapaliton nila. We should be more attentive in buying or picking apple. Next is the grape. This should be well colored and plump and firmly attached the stem. Guard against triveling at at the stem end. So green grapes are sweet when the color has the yellowish cast or straw color with the tint of amber. Red varieties are better when a good red prevails on almost of the fruit. So, kahibaw naman jud ta aning grapes no. So, of course, if we buy or if we bought grapes, much better talaga if naa pa siya sa kanang iya murag tangkay-tangkay ning alsa nato kay kanaganing dili siya mapupo. So meaning the strawberries are freshly picked from the tree. Next is the lemons. So the fruit should have a yellow rich color, reasonably smooth texture with a little glow. Select those which are firm and heavy. A pale or greenish yellow color means very fresh fruit with the higher acidity. A coarse or raw skin texture is indication of thick skin and not much flesh. Avoid lemon with shriveling of the skin, soft spot, and puncture of the skin as there as sign of decay. So, if magpalit gihapon ta og lemon, the same way or the same technique, we should be attentive. So, mopalit man gud ta no ato jud siya tan-awon nga kanaganing kuan pa siya thick, meaning gahay pa ang iyang kanang panit because there is some tendency manggod nga kanaganing ah paggunit pa lang nato kanaganing humok siya. So meaning padung na siya or it is a sign of decay. So next is sa limes. So limes with glossy skin and heavy weight for the size are preferable. Do not buy those with dull, dry skin as it means aging and loss of acidity. Avoid the showing sign of decay, soft spot, and skin punctures. So the cantaloupe and Persian melons, the sign of full maturity are as follows. So the stem end should be gone, leaving a smooth, symmetrical, shallow basin called a full slip. If all or part of the stem or remains, or if the stem scar is jagged or turns, the melon is not fully matured. The netting or beanie should be thick, coarse of quirky, and should stand out in the bold relief over some part of the surfaces. And the skin color between the knitting should be greenish, yellowish, gray, or a pale yellow. A ripe cantaloupe will have a nice aroma and will yield slightly to light thumb pressure on the blossom end of the melon. Another is the honeydew melons. So a soft velvety pale is a sign of maturity. Ripeness will be indicated by a slight softening of the blossom end, faint fruity aroma, or a yellowish white color. Avoid melons with a greenish white color and a hard smooth peel which are sign of immaturity. Large water-soaked moist area, cuts or punctures are sign of decay. So we should be mindful in picking. So watermelons. In cut melons, flesh should be firm, juicy, and have a good red color, free of white streak, and seeds should be dark brown or black. In whole, melons look for those with a relatively smooth surface that is neither dull or shiny. Avoid melons with pale color, flesh, and white streaks and white seeds, which will indicate immaturity. A dry mealy flesh or very stringy flesh are sign of immaturity or aging after harvest. So next is the orange. So orange, choose firm and heavy with bright looking skin orange and avoid bright with oranges which are likely to lack content and juice. A rough skin means an abnormally thick skin and less flesh. A dull, dry skin and spongy texture means aging and deteriorated eating quality. Avoid decay as indicated by cuts or skin punctures, soft and discolored spot. and weakened areas of the skin around the stem end. Next is the strawberry. Strawberry choose those with a full red color, firm flesh, and the cap stem is still attached. The berries should be dry. Um, Clean, the free of mold small berries have a better eating quality than the larger ones. The next one is the tangerines. A deep yellow-orange color and a bright luster are sign of fresh, mature, and good-flavored tangerine. Because of typical loose texture of the skin, they will frequently not feel firm to the touch. Avoid the tangerines with the cuts and punctured skin or soft spot as sign of deterioration. Next is the tropical fruits. So avocados, there are two kind of avocados, one with a rough skin which turn dark purple with ripe and the other with a smooth skin that stays green. This fruit ripen after being picked, left at room temperature, the flesh softens and becomes yellow in color. An avocado is ready for eating when it feels soft under gentle pressure. So, kaibaw naman mo sa avocado, no? So, mostly, ang avocado is kanang mahinog siya if kuhaw na nato siya sa iyang punuan. So, sometimes, ato na siya kanang ibutang lang sa kanang room temperature, unya mahinog na lang na siya. Next is the atis or sugar apple. This fruit should be regular in shape and possess good symmetry. It it should not be overripe, which means it should not be too soft with appreciable change in the flavor of the fruit. So bananas. Bananas should be firm and free from bruises. The stage of ripeness is shown by the skin color. This eating quality has been reached when the solid yellow stored in thick with brown. At this stage, the flesh is yellow and the flavor fully developed. Unripe banana should be allowed to ripen at a room temperature. Chilling discolors the fruit. So, same ra gyapon siya. There is some cases nga mahinog ra jud ni siya sa punuan but sometimes like for example no kanang kuhaon na nato labaw na kay kanang tugas na siya kay basin kawaton sa mga kuandera kapitbahay so ato na lang siya gikuha unya ato na lang siya gi-ripe sa ato balay in a room temperature. Next is the kaimito or the star apple. So kayumitos are of two varieties, the green and the purple kind. The fruit should be well colored, skin glossy. It should be free from cuts, bruises, and decay. The fruit is ready to be eaten when it's held to gently pressure. So, kayumito, we are very familiar of this. So, of course, kanang lamig yun ni siya if ripe na siya. Next is the calamansi. The calamansi should be firm and not soft with a smooth texture and a good green color. It could be juicy and not show sign of dryness, munchiness, and woodiness. So, familiar naman medyo aning kanang calamansi. Next is the chico. The fruit should be matured and indicate by a light brown or reddish brown color, the skin smooth and the fruit not overripe. Becoming excessively from soft and discolored and often with fermented odor, it should be free from hard lump of hardened areas in the flesh resulting for pressure, bruises, and shardened sap. Next is the coconut. Coconut are available all year round. It must be checked for heaviness, size, and good shape. Shake to hurt the fruit inside. Coconut that are dry inside are attempt to be moldy. The coconut in case is enlarged. Thick and fibrous materials of greenish color. The meat of the fruit is encased of a hard shell and in the central cavity is the watery solution referred to as coconut juice. The meat is white and thick and the coconut cream and milk extract from the widely used in cooking. So coconut cream is available in powdered form and coconut milk is canned containers. In the young coconut or buko, the meat is jelly-like state can be eaten with a spoon. The juice is used in the preparation of buko drinks and herbets. So familiar na ka ito sa coconut, so natay giingon nga kanang kuan siya. In Waray, it is called as silot. So meaning kuan pa na siya, kana siyang bata pa siya nga coconut. So mao na siya ang giingon nga the meat is jelly and we can use a spoon to eat. While ang kato siyang murag older coconut, mao na to siyang atong gihimo as tuno if we do making ginatan that asyan mao na siya. Next is dates. So the date is long berry, brown, and with a somewhat wrinkled surface. These are three varieties: the soft, dry, and semi-dry. The soft dates are excellent for flavor but shape badly. They are used chiefly in date confections. The other varieties are used extensively as a dessert fruit and as ingredients in baked product. So the duhat or the black plum. So the fruit should be ripe, which means that the fruit has changed from the green color of the immature to full dark violet, and the pulp has considerably swelled. The fruit should be firm, yielding to slightly pressure. Method of cooking fruits. So we are asking maluto day ang fruit. So fruits are cooked by stewing, baking, and cooked in a sugar such as jam, jellies, and candied fruits. The goal in cooking them is to improve the digestibility while retaining as much as possible its flavor and color. So in stewing fruit, the usual procedure is to cook in a water or then syrup. The fruit should be fresh and not overripe. Do not pare off too much of the skin as this would remove a nutritive value. Fruit are also made into jam, jellies, or candies. It is case of pineapple, mangoes, and guavas. So, this is one way of preserving fruit made possibly by its high sugar content. So, mao na nino, diri na musud ang ato preservation. So, ang fruit di ay is pwede di ay gihapon siya mahimo into another product which is the jam, jellies or candies. So in preservation, pwede ra sad ni siya nato mahimo siya pickled. It depends sa gamito nimo nga fruits. So next is the dried fruits. So the preservation of food by drying is one of the most ancient way of processing food by removing a large amount of the water content of fruits. Their keeping quality has longer duration through dried and hydrated fruit is not easily accepted on the equal terms of fresh fruit. There is an appreciable consumer demand for certain dried fruits as prune raisins, date figs. These dried fruits are valued for their sweet flavor, markedly different from that of the fresh fruit. So, no, mo kuan gapon siya, mao ni giingon nga preservation or processed fruit. So, unsa may mga examples sa mga dry fruit na ang kanang gi-process na siya. So, sa grapes, we have raisins. Unya, ana sad ta kanong karang kuan mango siya. Mura siya gani gihimo nga kuan. Mura siya gihimo nga murag chips ang mango. Next is a canned fruit or fruit juices and fruit drinks. So canned fruit and fruit juice have many excellent uses and must be given priority as convenience food. Canned apple slices, blueberries, and cherries are example of processed fruit widely used in baked dessert. Canned juice or fresh fruit juice can be used as combined to make fruit punches. The combination should be carefully planned to produce good flavor and color. Some example of these fruits are pineapple juice, pineapple orange juice, and a pineapple grapefruit juice, guavana juice, and mango and guavana juice. So, daghan na kayo, no? Daghan na kayo mga process nga fruit nga pwede nato mahimo. So, fruits are not only fruit, but we can, in fruit, we can make another product. So, a guide to storage of fruit. So, fruit differ on how they should be stored and at the length of time they will be kept. Fully ripe fruits should be refrigerated. except with bananas with blackened, then chilled. Fruit that could be open must be stored in a s- in a storm place, 20 degrees Celsius to 60 Fahrenheit in a dark place. So some pointers in storing fruits are the following. So store citrus fruit in a cold place, refrigerate to extend the storage life. So test fruit or for ripeness. So gently press the flesh of the stem and when ripe it will be soft. Handle fruit with care because bruised areas will spoil. Berries and other small fruits spoil easily. Refrigerate and consume within the day. Spread the berries in a single layer on the tray to retard mold's growth. It should be uh, good for flavor to place canned fruit and fruit juices in a glass, ceramic, or plastic containers. So, no, it is very important na kanang kaibaw ta mo store sa ato fruits. In a reason niya para mo live long ang ato mga gipalit na fruit, especially karon na mahal na kayo ang mga prutas. So, next is when fruit are in season. So, what are those fruit that are in season? So, the apple is September to May, depending on the variety. The apricot is June to July. Avocado is June to August. Atis is August to September. Bananas is all year round. Berries, strawberries, May to August. Blueberries, May to August. Kaimito is February to March. Calamansi all year round. And the Chico is November to January. So, it is very nice to know nga there are some fruits that are seasonal, meaning if moabot na nga month, so expected na nga naatayan na nga fruit. So it is ano lang, it is nice to hear na even fruits na adjuday gihapon siya sila time to bloom. Another is the citrus fruit, the orange, December to March, tangerine November to February, lado orange is November to February, lemons all year round, limes is all year round, the coconut all year round, the duhat is April to May, grapes is October to January, June to August depending on variety, the gubano is September to October, and the guava is June to August. So the things is June to October, the langka is June to August, the tunis is August to October, the mango is March to June, the Cebu mangoes are all year rounds, the melons January to May, the mangosteen June to August, papaya all year round, the pineapple is March to May, persimmons May to September, pomegranates September to December, and the rambutan is June to August.